Sorry, just checking something.
Ah.
Is it that you haven't seen this at all, or that you've seen very little?
I've seen very little. Like, I've seen, I think, like the first maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. And then, like, I think a glimpse or two of a little bit past that, maybe. I know there's, like, some weird, like, I know, like, it's underwater and that there's, like, some robot stuff going on or something to that extent. Beyond that, I don't really know anything.
Alrighty.
Other than it's a, you know, run and hide type horror game.
Alright. So contrastly, I saw an entire playthrough. I forgot like 90% of it. So
Okay.
but what I do know is this game has a lot of environmental storytelling, some philosophy stuff tied into it, and it was put in such a way that a lot of the average gamers just completely missed it, and by that effect they felt that Frictional Games failed in making this game what it was, which is unfortunate. But
Yeah.
I guess to start, I have 3 questions to ask, and there's no right or wrong answer, and we'll revisit them after we're done with this. Which definitely will not be today, because this game is 9 hours long just by going through the main story. The 3 questions are: how do you define consciousness? What makes human beings human? And where do you draw the line for them being human or sentient, I guess?
Huh. Sure. Easy questions. Easy questions.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty then.
This is a game that is designed to really make you think. So
Yeah.
we need to be prepared to do some heavy thinking and be immersed.
Oh no.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
That doesn't inspire confidence. I have it somewhere around here. ... I think.
Well, you know, I do like to keep a very organized apartment. It's very easy to find everything.
Jesus.
Where did I put the tracer fluid?
Look back at the front door of the apartment real quick. Is that like a key bowl or whatever? Or is that actually just like a fucking food plate?
No,
it is a key bowl.
it's
okay.
keys.
I thought it was like an actual like plate with like a fork and shit, and it was just like,
Come on, radioactive tracer
what?
fluid. Where are you?
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta eat, and then you just gotta go. And there's no time to put things away.
Look, man, if I ain't got time to actually eat, I'm not eating.
Let some light on the subject.
Hope it's a good one.
Ah,
There it is.
found it.
This looks like something you're not supposed to drink.
No, it's perfectly safe.
Feels like milk, but the taste, it's like sucking on a penny.
Alright, so we drank a vial of pennies.
That's a weird comparison. Yeah, we got to be responsible, you know, save on that electricity bill.
Absolutely. And maintain your security. Gotta make sure no one can see in.
Knew you'd we'd forget.
I'm sorry. Just send me a mail next time. I need these things in writing. You know that.
You know how we sell calendars? You should get one.
I have one. I just never write anything in it.
Maybe I'll swing by later. Depends on how long this
It sounds like me.
Send me a
I'll just get
mail.
Chris to help me out. Anyway, we're getting a new minion today.
Hey, English is hard.
Bye. Say hi.
I'm
Placing
wondering
Ashley
if
already?
there was like a typo
It's quick.
No, it really
in like the script, and it was supposed to say email,
You know it.
I guess it's been a while.
It really
but they didn't
has.
catch the typo. And then the voice actor just read it word for word instead of being like, "Hey, that sounds kind of weird. Is this what this is supposed to say?"
Thanks, Jesse.
That
Really
happens.
appreciate your support.
Looks a lot like New York. Or at least from what I understand, because I've never been to New York.
I went once.
Yeah, how was
It was
it?
okay.
Oh.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun. I would not want to live there.
Dr. Munchie?
I see him at the doctor's
sorry.
office.
Dr. Munchie?
He's got a case of the munchies. Don't worry, I'll get the lights myself. It's okay.
Where is everyone? I thought this place would be busy.
This is really sus.
No, it's perfectly fine. This looks like a doctor's office, you know? Biometrics.
In behind the fucking ABC store kind of doctor's office.
Aha! I'm code genius.
Touch. Got the power.
Oh, that door's not unlocked. Hello, I am here for the brain scan. All these things are just run off of a power strip.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess that's the wrong room.
So it's got a built-in surge protector. It's fine.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well, it's just Mr. Munchie, but I'm working on it. Actually, you're helping me right now.
Is this part of your
What?
thesis work?
Yeah, it's a study I'm doing with my colleague Paul Berg.
What?
We hope to design a gentle
No,
way to
no,
work
no.
with
You
brain
leave now.
reconstruction
No.
to help people
You don't
like
do
you.
this.
Oh, did you take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
Jesus Christ. What the So what's the motivation here? Why are we here? Why are we putting, something as, big of a deal as, our
have a seat.
brain in the hands of a guy that's not even an actual doctor?
Well, I guess that's part of the mystery. We'll just have to find out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit.
Ow, 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 ow,
All right, let me just get this out of the way.
Security officer, can I get a flashlight?
No.
Aww.
You sleuth around in the dark like the rest of us.
Aww. I cannot see.
Use the force.
Yes.
What was that?
Why did you touch it?
Yes, finger of the weird hole.
Where exactly am I going?
The future.
Ah, yes. The greatest of destinations.
go back?
Looks homey. No, I don't want to go back. No, 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 no. Go. Leave. That's what I want to do.
Oof.
Yay. I think. Oh, this was a bad idea, wasn't it?
I mean, I think we're beyond the point of bad ideas.
Why?
You know,
Why do you say that?
Not a doctor. Do shit to you.
What's happening?
Something not right happening is just an understatement right now.
Nothing like collapsing walkways.
Of course.
Just cross your arms like somebody needs to send an OSHA representative right out here. This
Yeah?
is not at all up to par.
Yeah?
Speaking with your manager.
Well, I think we found the manager.
On second thought, I should go.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting faster.
Please no.
No, it's okay. See, we'll be in the dark. It'll be fine. Don't mind me, sir. I will just go this way. Oh, this is gonna make noise. And stay down there.
I'm sure we'll never have to deal with that ever again.
Ah, yes. I'm sure that situation has been dealt with.
Are you human?
Shit, did my body give it away? I try hard staying a mystery. Yeah, I'm human. Are you?
My name is Simon. Do you know anything about this place?
Oh, you knew. That makes this slightly less weird. Look, I'm obviously hurt. If you see anyone else around, just tell them where I am.
Alright, so what are your thoughts so far?
I mean, so I think there's one of two things going on.
Mm-hmm.
One, some of these people don't necessarily realize that they're in machine bodies for one reason or another, or they do know, or they're aware of it, and they are. I mean, they still consider themselves people or whatever. They don't consider themselves like machines or robots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the insulted by this little conversation. Other way, we are definitely significantly further in the future. And there's probably going to be a lot of Ship of Theseus type shit going on.
Mm-hmm. This is the only thing. On second thought, let's not do that.
I'm really hurt.
I'm sorry. I think I pulled the wrong lever.
Oh, don't sweat it. Just get me a doctor. Q, help!
You got something?
I'm getting the impression that that is the right lever. It's just going to be really uncomfortable.
Well, let's see if there's something else we could find, because I remember this door.
Doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah, so it is health.
This guy's probably a fucking robot and he doesn't think he is.
Kind of reminds me of what was that show? I think it was Westworld.
Yeah. Yeah, guy was or guy found out he was fucking one of the machines.
Oh, well, there goes my health again.
Fall damage in the game, fun fact.
Oh, now we know. Oh, that's how I was supposed to get rid of this team. Oh, okay. Because there has to be a way in this room.
Yeah, can you take his ID badge? Or can you only look at it?
I can only look at it.
So I wonder if we flip that lever in the other room, would that enable us to flip this lever?
Are there wires that we can follow?
Maybe.
Okay, so... it looks like 4 and
That
there.
hooks up to that.
Yeah, they all hook up
Okay.
to... Okay,
Yeah, and that big cable is connected to him.
I'm
And there's
ge-
nothing on the computer.
that was
left.
that was turned on before. But yeah, there's... Oh, the ID.
His ID, yeah, I think it was like 7022.
Zero-
Oh, 0722. That was close.
Oh! Oh, that's clever. Look at that. So, the two terminals were turned on before, right? I flipped the switch once. This one's down. I guarantee you, this is the other way to activate that door. If I press it again, then that would have been it.
Yeah, so
Because I have a feeling that that'll kill that thing. I don't want to do that.
yeah.
That would be mean. So how do we open that door?
Do
What?
you know what that room is?
Oh, we have a map. Assembly B.
Here.
And that's
Flow control.
yeah. So flow control. Oh, stop it. Okay. So that door should be open?
It should be.
Something bad is gonna happen just because I'm choosing not to kill the guy. If you pull this lever, there's no turning back. Thanks, Frictional. I'll keep that in mind. Well, I was correct. Let's take a little chill here. Be really handy if I had a flashlight. Oh, I went the wrong way. Of course I did.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. I should have enough time when he goes in that room. And stay there.
If those doors are crushing hazards, I wonder if you can use them to actually kill the enemies.
I don't know. I have a feeling not, because he sprinted every now and then, and those doors close pretty slowly.
No, I mean, where did you work at Tezos 2?
I don't know what that is.
That's unexpected. Did you come directly from Toronto?
Yeah, I did. And it was very unexpected.
Have you seen any people? Like staff or field technicians?
Only robots, crazy ones.
This is also strange.
You're telling me. What was that? Whoa!
What's going on?
I think this place is about to collapse. What do I do?
Simon, come to Lambda.
How do I get there?
There are 7 trains connecting all the sites. Find one and come here. I'll wait for you.
Shit! Where should I? Oh, fuck!
Hold your breath.
For a very long time.
Yes. And try not to get crushed by the pressure.
What the hell? How is this possible? This is insane!
Yo, robot. Robots don't have to breathe.
You're a robot, Harry. Is there anything I can pick up?
I'm assuming you can't open that door back up.
No.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Wow. Unlike interact buttons that have a very specific position that you have to be in to interact with. So, he's definitely a robot.
Yeah.
The interesting part is, it seems like he might actually be more definitively humanoid shaped, though.
Lambda. Find the shuttle to Lambda.
Yeah.
Unless he's still, like, not correctly perceiving what he is. And shark attack.
Everyone's just gone.
I'm supposed to not be near you. I was about to say, if you were following me, don't do that. Where I'm going, you don't want to follow. Oh. No. Don't follow. Don't follow. Okay. At least you're a flashlight.
Right. That one might be special.
Just a little bit. Oh, look at that. Exactly what I was looking for. And we arrived in a timely manner. Oh, thank you. I guess it was a good thing that we got the rocks off of it.
Well, thanks, little guy.
Then he just fucks off, huh? Right.
Well, his job's done. It's time to go back to sleep.
Let's hope the shuttle still works.
It's a little dark. Security officer, can I get a flashlight?
Where did I get a flashlight?
Oh. Well, that's handy.
It's in your face, bud.
Hey, are you...
Don't hurt me.
Can I help?
They won't let me die. Nothing is allowed to die.
What happened?
An accident. Fixing the power. I was going to Theta.
Anything I can do?
If you see Masters or Holland, tell them I need help. Okay? Amy needs help.
Okay.
You know what must be done.
Shit, are you okay?
Are you okay? Rips out the second cord.
I mean, I'll admit it was a little premature for the story there, but it very clearly wasn't going to give me much of a choice.
Oh, what halfway in there? Oh, lemon on a pear.
Nothing.
It's your imagination. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I can hear you. Stop behind. There you are.
No, you can't see me.
Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Concern.
Catherine?
Be quiet. Don't look at it.
I don't know what it is, but got it. Not looking at it.
What was it said before? You're from Toronto?
Yeah, I just went in for a brain scan and suddenly here I am.
That doesn't make any sense. How? Why would anyone bring a scan from Toronto?
You think that's strange? What if I tell you it was back in 2015?
Whoa.
This guy's really not that concerned about the fact that he's, you know, X number of years in the future now. Like, I get there's more pressing things, but, yikes.
Yeah.
Careful! I think it's back. Keep your eyes peeled.
Site named Tau.
Oh, no, it's on Earth. It's so close to Phi, they almost made it. Damn it, it won't make it for long in that state. A couple of decades at most. That's not much to build a future.
If we got to it, could we get on the Ark?
I suppose, but I'm not exactly flexible at the moment.
All right. So we're about 2 hours in. I guess it's a safe place to save it. What are your impressions of the first 2 hours?
Yeah, no, I'm not really sure so far. There hasn't been. I mean, there's been some hints of things here and there. There hasn't been a lot of commentary on, defining the human experience. But it does raise, the valid point of like, okay, you're talking about a digital backup of a person. And you see some of this in other sci-fi stories and stuff. Of is it really the person or is it just a copy? You see it a lot in in some cyberpunk and stuff like that. And transhuman works. So in the tabletop RPG like Eclipse Phase or the TV show Altered Carbon, stuff like that, you have people, you have the ability to circumvent death through, digitally storing the mind. But there's always the whole conversation of, is it really the what constitutes the consciousness? And can you digitally transfer the consciousness? Because the consciousness, some people define as the collective of all of your memories, while others are like, your consciousness is the soul and this and that. But when you start going into things like Eclipse Phase, where you make a backup of yourself, like you back yourself up like a year ago, and then heaven forbid something happens and you die, and they restore your backup. Is the backup really you? Because there's like a year worth of experience that the backup doesn't have. And the backup is just a compilation of data, just zeros and ones. Sure, it shares your memories and everything in it. In a sense, has your personality, but is it really you? Or is it just a copy? Altered Carbon as a series doesn't really talk about it too much. But it's a theme in other like transhuman works and stuff like this. Which is why Catherine is like, oh, it's weird to think about. There's a living version of myself out there somewhere. Potentially. And at that point, it's like, as weird as it is to think about, there's a you that's not you, assuming that they're, you essentially like fork yourself is what it's referred to in Eclipse Phase, where you create multiple versions of yourself by splitting, you essentially create copies of yourself, and they are existing on their own, separate of you. And at that point, then how do you identify the self? Is the original copy you, and that's it? Or the rest of the copies just also you? Like, is there a way to digitize the consciousness? Either digitize the self, so to speak.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that I definitely missed a few things, probably, but I think it's really interesting that you have the human Carl Semken there on the floor, and then you hear Carl in the robot, and like, you know, it's just the robot, but it's so convinced that he is now Carl that to advance yourself, you have to shut down the power. So it's like a moral and ethic choice. And what do you do? Because sure, it's a robot, but in this universe, it is possible to have what is essentially you be this other thing, this robot. So that's So where do you draw the line at what's human and what isn't?
Yeah.
I just find that really interesting.
It is. Hoping they'll explore further. Because you know, it does raise that question of what defines human. Because it reaches that point where, you know, is the soul digitized, or is it just a collection of gestalted pieces of data mimicking and copying what it is to be human?
Yeah.
With simulated emotion and everything. We're just enough data and stuff, it believes itself to be alive. And that's something that also like came up in Blade Runner. In the original Blade Runner, they had an android, like a synthetic person, who had been implanted with memories when she was made. And so she has memories, and it's supposed to make it harder to tell that she's, you know, synthetic. And the company wants to produce more of these. But there are still things that indicate that she's not an actual person.
Mm-hmm.
It is harder, as we see during the interview process that the main character goes through with her, for the test that indicates whether she is or isn't. But she understands that she's not a person, that she was made, she was manufactured, essentially. But she has these confusing feelings and such. And the other synthetic characters that are also androids, they also like clearly like have emotions and stuff. You know, they're afraid of dying and all this. But in that setting, they're not treated as people. And there's a group of them like trying to extend their life because they know they're reaching the end of their lifespan. So yeah, it definitely raises questions of what defines the human experience.
Yeah.
And what is you know, is something like the arc as presented in SOMA, is that a evolutionary future of mankind? Because some people believe that, a lot of transhumanists believe that anyways, that through technology we will evolve into a sort of digital species of sorts. But it's a gray area of, you know, can you digitize what makes people people?
Yeah. Well, so that was our first dive into SOMA. How'd you like it?
It's good.
Yeah? Any Any mechanical complaints from what you've seen so far of the game itself?
Not particularly. I don't think it's. My impression was it was like supposed to be like a more immediate horror, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Like while you do kind of have like some of that element of like avoiding enemies and stuff, it's nothing like Outlast or anything like that. I think it's got the whole. I think it's leaning harder into existential horror and dread. Or yeah, not even an existential horror, but an existential dread.
Mm-hmm.
And the enemies are there just as a puzzle piece. Kind of comes off as more of a sort of puzzle game in a sense. Where you gotta sit there and they're like, oh, I gotta get to this area. How do I do that? Playing with the power and everything. But I think it's good. I don't think it's bad by any means.